Nigga, another day, another fit.
Another day, another quarter.
Another fit. Another outfit. Another day, another fit.
Alright.
Ain't nothing changed. 2026, the same vibe. Say, boy, we live. YouTube live, baby. Nah, man. See what's going on. Hey, boy, where you at? YouTube live and all that. Yo, this shit be mad funny, man.
Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes. As soon as you violate that light, it don't cost you nothing to hit that light.
Hold on, Takashi. I've been up. I'm the first one up today. Me and Needles, first ones awake today, bro. Everyone overslept. Actually, Compton got up too. But we on the way, bro. We here to say goodbye to GOAT.
Oh, yeah.
My niggas just not from going to jail. We just went number one. Feel me? Like,
Yep.
we gotta see why our boy before he go in.
Danny, what up, bro? What's up, bro?
I love my fans. I'll be at the camera here.
Yeah, what up?
Oh, God, yeah, Laura.
Come on.
Go to YouTube. It's the Go to YouTube. Thank you.
All right.
Right now,
Oh, yeah.
happy, I'm turning myself in today.
Go
Have the
50.
#1 music trending. Bro, like literally.
Last minute.
Yeah, bro, literally. When she released a record, like 5 days ago. We released 4 days ago.
Yeah.
She released 7 days ago.
Yeah.
And like we're literally #1. And she's a musician. She's a Grammy nominated.
Luigi, is that true?
Yeah, so I just got a call from the president saying that he's in, I think he's still in, like, the, I don't know if he's in suicide watch or, like, the box.
No, Luigi or the president?
No, the president.
Of Venezuela?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in that center.
Yo, this is cornball, man. Yeah, see what's going on with this Mighty Whitey over here? Whatever his name is. Cornball.
Where's it, Diddy? Oh, he got you're not gonna You'll see Luigi. Yo, you know Luigi and I already had an encounter? He tried hacking into one of my crypto wallets. Yes. I swear to God. It probably wasn't him, but he was trying to hack into my and drop a coin. I swear. In my opinion. Allegedly. I swear.
He's mad. Mighty Whitey. Mad corny, man. This dude's Adam something, some cornball shit, man.
Cornball, nigga.
Yeah. Adam Live, yeah.
You don't saw it, that motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh shit, they got homie on suicide watch, that president.
China has broken its silence. After U.S. forces captured Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, Beijing is issuing an ultimatum to Washington, and the stakes extend far beyond diplomacy. The Chinese Foreign Ministry has condemned the U.S. operation as a clear violation of international law and issued 4 explicit demands to the Trump administration. But behind China's diplomatic protest lies a far bigger concern. More than $100 billion in investments, loans, oil deals, and strategic influence that Beijing has spent 2 decades building in Venezuela. Is China the biggest geopolitical loser in the U.S.-Venezuela showdown? What happens to Beijing's massive investments in Caracas? What about the loans, the energy projects, the strategic foothold China cultivated in Latin America? Venezuela is no longer just a regional crisis. It has triggered a global power confrontation, and China is sounding the alarm.
Feel like what Trump did was bullshit?
Yeah.
Cause you know that's gonna cost some shit right now.
Yeah, no.
You know, China right now, you fuck with their oil, And you know, China, they like everything for $1.
Oh yeah.
Well, you gotta
They
pay
talking about it.
$5,000.
The Chinese
Talking
Foreign
about it.
Ministry has issued 4 explicit demands to Washington. First, guarantee the personal safety of President Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores. Second, immediately release President Maduro and his wife.
That's not gonna happen.
Third, stop efforts to
Get a lighter.
overthrow Venezuela's government. Fourth, resolve disputes through dialogue and negotiation. These are not suggestions. Beijing framed them as demands, a rare level.
Shit, they gonna kick Trump's ass. They ain't playing.
Of directness from Chinese diplomacy. The Foreign Ministry called the U.S. strike a clear violation of international law and the basic norms of international relations, as well as the purposes and principles of the United Nations Charter. Beijing described the development as deeply troubling. China says it is deeply shocked by Maduro's capture. In a sharply worded statement, the Chinese Foreign Ministry condemned the U.S. military strike on Venezuela and the capture of its president. The actions of the United States clearly violate international law and the basic norms of international relations, the ministry stated. Beijing accused Washington of hegemonic behavior and warned that the move threatens peace and security across Latin America and the Caribbean. China said it firmly opposes the use of force against a sovereign state and rejects any justification offered by a rare level of directness from Chinese diplomacy. The Foreign Ministry called the U.S. strike a clear violation of international law and the basic norms of international relations, as well as the purposes and principles of the United Nations Charter. Beijing described the development as deeply troubling. China says it is deeply shocked by Maduro's capture. In a sharply worded statement, the Chinese Foreign Ministry condemned the U.S. military strike on Venezuela and...
So tell us the story. Who is he? Who is George? Who are all the people involved in that conversation?
Yeah, they are, just the sneakiest people you could ever imagine, right? I moved into this exchange in 2018. And I've signed with these landlords, this Baharian family, that the father or the uncle or whoever, there used to be a bank there. They bought the bank, they renovated it into a beautiful exchange. And the family renovated them. I know the family for years, for like 20 years, 10 years before whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. I signed a lease. 2018, I move in, I start doing social media, I start getting popular, and I fill up the exchange with great neighbors and everything like that. COVID comes around, and this family, I don't know if they're Turkish or Syrian Turkish, they're Christian or whatever, not that that matters at all, but that's just people are curious about shit like that. And lo and behold, unbeknownst to anybody, they buy 50% of this exchange.
The exchange or the building?
The exchange.
Okay.
Yeah, the building is a co-op. Other owners, in the Diamond District for years, been buying over there. All sorts of characters with their stupid business, mentalities and schemes. Constantly some bullshit. Always a problem. But whatever, it's manageable. And they buy into this exchange because, I'm there, right? And I'm bringing in good, solid tenants, and I'm bringing in clients steadily. But when they buy in, they, as landlords, so to speak, they're really ownership partners, they're not landlords. But then they sneak down into the booth across from mine, and they never say that they're partners or that they bought into the exchange. They just say they're renting a booth. So I meet them, I say hello, and I start treating them like everybody else. And I see something's wrong. The father, I ask him to, we're neighbors in an exchange. In a jewelry exchange. I got the windows and you guys got this booth. And I go to this father and I'm like, yo, these are old school chains. I could sell them. I could do an ad right now, do a commercial. And he's like, He looks at me like I'm some bum. You know, like asking for some
This
shit.
is 5 years ago.
Yeah, and I'm like looking at him like, what's wrong with this guy? You know, what is he talking to me like that for? Then the son is he's trying to lie to me, sneak a little lie. No, this, that. And I'm like, I'm seeing that these people are just doing dirty things. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? And I just start to ignore them. I don't give a shit about them. Then a client, you know, takes a picture and then he tags their business. This is again 5 years ago. Tags my business with his picture. It says Tracks YC with the very same picture that dumb bastard you just had in the thumbnail or whatever, George Akai. And I come up to him and I have him and I take my phone and I show him my phone and I'm like, yo, why is your picture? What is this? He grabs the phone out of my hand. This is 5 years ago. And he's like, and he's holding it like this. He's like, no. I'm like, did you just fucking grab my phone?
This is 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So you guys have had a feud for years.
Yeah. No, I was, listen. He grabs my phone out of my hand and he's holding it like this, like I'm a child. Like you can't have this. It's mine. I snatched it. I'm like, yo, bro, do you know what you're doing right now? So then I start to beef with them and I start to warn them. I'm like, yo, I'm not the one to play with, bro. And in person. And then it turns out that they reveal that that they bought in. Then they're feuding with the actual landlords. Then they're bringing in their own super. Then they're firing a security guard. Then they want to close the shop this way. They want to close the shop when they leave, not when I close at 7. They want to leave at 6. They want to close the whole shop. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here, man. I didn't sign my lease with you. I don't know who you are. I don't accept you as the landlord coming downstairs and pretending to be another tenant, you know, doing some sneaky garbage. I'm not here for it. I don't accept it. I don't need it. And I warned them. And I warned them, and I warned them, and I warned them. Don't do it. Don't say your tracks in my seat. Don't do this. Don't do that. He feels like they felt like they bought in, and now they own me. They could say their tracks. They could say this. It's like I could come in here, and I could say, I'm Valuetainment, and I could take your shit, and I could, tomorrow say, I'm PPD Podcast, and just because I'm here, I'm there, just doing extra shit for no fucking reason. So, whatever, but you know what? I'm trying to market my business. I'm trying to keep the peace. I'm trying to do whatever I'm supposed to be doing, and that's it. New Year's Eve rolls around.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I closed out my record year. Yeah. I sold 5 million in December.
December alone.
Yeah, December alone. 5 million. We're doing 40 million a year, whatever. I don't even know what it is anymore. I did my record December, record margins and volume and so on and so forth. I'm happy. I have my team. I have all my ducks in a row. I don't have any bullshit going on. And then somebody comes up, one of my members of my staff comes up to me. He's like, hey, Max, a customer's looking for you. There's 14K, 10K, and this happened and that happened. I'm like, what's going on? And then I go downstairs and the customer's there, desperate and sad on New Year's Eve. And he's like, I bought this. This guy said he's you. I'm like, I can't take this shit anymore. I'm just about to enjoy. I'm not waiting New Year's Eve.
This is New Year's Eve?
Yeah. I'm not watching it drop the ball drop and thinking I can't wait till Monday to confront them. I'm like, you know what, man? We come downstairs. I go inside their booth. All right, since they're saying they're me, I must be them. I go inside their fucking booth. I give him his 22,000. He spent 21,000. I give him 22,000. I said, you're made whole. That's it. He's finally happy. He's relieved because he's not, he's a regular dude. I don't know where he got the money, but he's just a regular guy. But, these regular people that make money or get money somehow, they trust me. They believe in me. So they're looking for me. This fucking dickhead says to him, he shows him a picture of Tracks MIC jewelry. He's like, oh, I'm out of stock. I'm going to order this later, but I have this for you now. And he tricks him. And he does this nasty, sneaky shit that I warned him not to do 5 years ago. So I get behind the counter and I go to war.
This is the clip, the first one that we showed.
Yeah, the first one is the one where I'm right here. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, when you went to war, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is after I fucking trashed their scales and all their other shit.
This right here. Rob, you want to play this?
This is when I with the customer.
The receipt from this disgusting company that pretends to be me, says they're tracks in my seat, sells my customer a bracelet, rips them off on the gold. Shit, they're saying it's 14 karat gold. Well, we're gonna test this bracelet right now.
Start the test.
10 karat gold. So did they say they were tracks in my seat?
Yeah, he tried to portray, he tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out.
Right.
One of your
Came up
rings.
with a scheme.
Right, that we sell. So you came with a picture of tracks in my seat.
Yeah, I opened up the website for.
And then he said he ran out, even though he has nothing to fucking do with me other than to steal my fucking customers all day long. These rats have done this over and over.
Okay, so that's the customer, $21,000. You make him whole, $22,000. You go up to him. You guys have that issue. Then you leave. What happens next?
Right. Well, before this, you could go to the next clip. You just go to the next clip. I think it's this one when I made him whole, and that's me fucking their shit up over there. I just had enough.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, this is the one.
So where is George? Are you in a room where George is also in this room?
Not at this. George is enjoying his New Year's Eve with his dumbass family somewhere.
Press play, Ron.
So not only did these fucking pieces of shit,
This is what started it.
okay, rip you off on this fucking thing, it turned out to be 9 karat gold, right? You had a check? So they're going to be giving you $1,000 on top. Here's $22,000 for your fucking trouble. These fucking bums.
Is that them?
What the fuck,
Yeah.
bro?
That's their area.
Yeah.
People this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking lying shit. Stop tracks. I want this. Coming up with fucking.
That's their area.
Time.
Yeah, it's on now.
So they're seeing this.
Yeah, it was a surprise.
What time is this
Starry-eyed
exactly?
surprise for these motherfuckers. End of the day on New Year's Eve.
But what time?
4 p.m., 5 p.m.
So this is 4 or 5, and customers are around.
Yeah.
Now, can you pause it real quick?
Yeah.
Where is your shop?
Right across from where I'm standing.
So this way.
Yeah. Right across. The window's right. Just like where the booth is facing, I'm
Yeah.
looking at my shop.
So
Right there.
all
Looking.
day you guys are seeing each other.
I don't see them because I don't sit in my shop. I have a mezzanine and I do my shit. I have a team that runs my store.
Downstairs. You're
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah, I'm upstairs. I'm running around. I'm doing shit, you know? And I have a team. But I see them as I'm walking in, walking out, walking in, walking out. But, I don't really sit in my shop for that particular reason. I don't want to see these disgusting brothers and their scheming ways. I just don't want to be around it, man. I'm very fickle when it comes to shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like a person, I just want to, I don't have it in me because I'll lose it. You know? I don't have it in me.
Okay, so they see this clip. This is end of day, 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. New Year's Eve, December 31st.
Yeah.
What happens next? Do they call you?
They don't call me. They start trying to call the cops. You know what I'm saying? They start trying to do this. They start trying to do that. You know, the police show up and they realize it's a civil matter because I'm refunding a person. It's an impersonation. When the cops come, my NYPD, my staff tells them, hey, we had to make this customer whole, $22,000. This, that. It's not just a clear-cut situation. So the NYPD leave. They show up the next day, but the heat is already on from this video. And they're thinking, let's talk like gentlemen, he says, or so to speak, right? Because he knows that the heat is on this shit. So on January 2nd, I pop out, and then you see the events, he's sitting in his booth, George.
Okay, so that's 2 days later.
Yeah.
And then this is the one you pull up to him.
Yeah, that's
okay, which we already played.
Yeah.
Got it. And he's surprised. He's not seen you coming in. So, by the way, pause right there. Are you on that side?
Yeah, that's tracks in my seat.
I see it. I see right behind it. Okay, now I get it.
That's my booth.
You guys are literally right next to each other.
He moved in there to fucking steal customers for years. That's what the fuck he did. They saw I was a successful guy, and like vultures, like parasites, man. Like parasites, they moved down there. At first, they didn't even put their name on their booth, so they could just say their tracks NYC. You know what I'm saying? They're sick. sick people, bro. They're not regular people. They don't buy a cup of coffee over there, bro. They don't do nothing. They're cheap as hell. You know?
Where are they from?
Mucho pancho,
They're Turkish. I heard Syria. I heard Turkey. I heard this. I heard that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, these are all lines that I've met so many amazing Turkish people.
En el cubo
I've
sucio.
ever
Vacía, a mí se me cayó algo ahí adentro y yo tenía que cogerlo con la agua sucia. No, toda la noche botarlo.
Yo boté agua, yo no, que el otro.
Mira, se me cayó la llave y yo tenía que buscar la agua sucia.
Just sitting there trying to steal customers from me and then lying. No! Just that bold-faced lying shit. No, you didn't do it.
Yo pedí una hora atrás, todavía no lo he limpiado.
Tell me one bold-faced lie to my face that you didn't do this, you didn't do that. That's what you're gonna get from me every fucking time.
So now go back to the last clip. The last clip is when it's tipping point.
That's it. That's when I already hit him, and I posted this video, and then I come back to him. They're already closing the exchange. They're lowering the gates like this. This is what, January 2nd? Yeah, this is January 2nd.
This is after the
This is Freddie trying to strangle me. Right, like you can't really see it here, but the guy who has his hand, one hand on my shoulder,
black sweater.
the other hand he has on a chain, like this, and he's twisting it and strangling me.
Rob,
with
go
it.
on the Instagram account to show the full clip. So he's trying to strangle you.
Yeah.
I think you were just on it.
It's the third one.
Third one?
Yeah, right there. No, my bad.
Previous one, right?
Yeah. This
Right
one.
there, yeah.
Right.
Who's that guy?
That's his brother. That's his brother. George and Freddie. The two brothers. You know what I'm saying? He put his hand on my neck right away after his brother spit on me.
Who's there with you?
My staff came to rescue me.
Strangled me with my own chain. Get out of this hospital. TracksNYC.com.
I love how at the end you just had to put TracksNYC.com. You're just non-stop with it.
Why not?
No, I respect it. And then the last thing is the clip that we saw of everybody walking out being arrested, handcuffed, but you weren't handcuffed. So
no.
Why were you not handcuffed? Is this the one, Ron?
Sí, la saqué, pero tenía que poner la mano con el coat. No deja eso mojado.
No, yo cambié agua.
You know, they're looking for bruises, the NYPD.
No lo sabe.
Okay?
And that's
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, if you were assaulted and you want to catch an assault charge, you put a bruise on somebody, that's an assault. That's what they told me. Okay? If you have markings that they could photograph so they could, prosecute a case to the judge. Because if you say I assaulted you, you assaulted me, and you have no markings, it's a hearsay type bullshit. But if you have markings and they could have pictures of those markings, they could prosecute an assault charge. So that's what they look for. And I'm the only one who had markings because I got beat the shit out of by everybody.
How many of their guys jumped you? What was their total?
I mean, it was the father.
The father is George?
No, the father is the older man. The father of George. I know George and Freddie look like they're 80 years old, but they have a father that's, he's standing like right next to whatever. These are the two brothers, George and Freddie. Okay, and the third brother. And then they have this hitman over there with the other white hair, whoever the fuck he is. And
is the father in this picture or no?
Yeah, he was in there somewhere. Yeah, there's the father right there standing in front. You know what I'm saying? He was doing some kicking and some fucking screaming.
The dad was kicking.
Yeah, the dad, all I saw is, everybody's coming. I saw the dad just coming out. And then, this idiot threw a scale at my head as well, and it hit on one of my employees. It's, we're getting the surveillance footage. You know what I'm saying? There's Marcus, my team member there. The father's over there somewhere. So they're trying to break it up. My staff come take it up, but, I can't breathe. All I could do is pull back on the chain to try to breathe. As this fucking idiot is pulling on my chain over a refund and all this and all that. Listen, man, this is all a bunch of bullshit. These people, it's just this whole saga is an example of blind greed. Money is my God. This is what you're looking at, okay? I have money. That's what they came up to me. This fucking dumbass, when I was arguing, years ago with this fucking idiot, Freddie, in the middle of the argument, I'm talking to him, and he shows his watch. He's got a gold Sky Dweller on. He's like, you know how many of these I have? I'm like, what the fuck difference does that make? That you have to say, I have this, so you could say you're what? More important than me? Because you have more Sky Dwellers? Because I don't have enough Sky Dwellers in my showcase? You have more, that means you're greater? What is your logic, bro? They're all about, I have money, I have money. These are just the lowest, biggest losers that without the dollar sign, they have nothing. They have no ability to communicate. They have no social skills, no personal skills. All they have is a dollar to go, I have more money. And it's just disgusting. People like that are disgusting.
Now, let me ask you this. This event that took place, are they in jail? Are they out?
No, they got out. They got criminal charges, the two brothers. Assault charges. But I called the prosecutor and the DA, I'm not here to be strangled. It's still a little hard to swallow over here, bro. I'm not here to be strangled like a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? I never strangled anybody with a chain. I had markings I don't bruise easily, dude. I had markings all around my neck, man. And, to be strangled and pulled on like this, and I'm just thinking, all right, I know my staff is going to come through. I got some serious guys on my team that they're not going to play around. And they come and they rescue me, and, and then they start fighting, brawling over there as well. They lost it. They got exposed.
How many businesses are in there?
Maybe like a 10, I think, or something.
So what are the other guys saying about it? Do they know about the feud between the two of you?
Yeah, the other guys all hate them, but they try to kind of, use them as a counterbalance towards me, but they know that's, because they don't want their rent raised. So they're like, hey, I'll be on your side, you're the partners in here, the rent. They're all playing a game, people want to keep the rent low. They want to be able to, I pay for the windows. The windows are, all together like 40 grand plus a month. Yeah. Okay. I'm paying for the windows, and I'm bringing customers from around the world. All right. And if you're paying for a booth that's 4 or 5 grand a month per day, that's nothing. Okay. You sell a watch a day from some spillover customer of mine. You're in the profit. You're good. So their business is for me to fill the exchange, pay for the windows, and get a little something. So they're playing, but they don't give a shit about them. The Baharian landlords are good people, and they're easy to do business with. They're normal to do business with. So
Baharian or the Armenian? Or
no, they're Baharian. Baharian Jewish family.
Jewish Baharian family.
And that's fine. And we do it, and we pay the rent, and we all get along, and we all say hello in the morning, and we say goodbye, and I take a ring over here, and I take it over there, and I bring a customer here, and we all work as one normal community. It's only those motherfuckers in the middle that fucked it all up. I was doing events in there. No vision, no talent, no nothing. Just let me steal and let me sneak and let me do something else. They deserve everything they're gonna fucking get, those motherfuckers, huh?
How much longer are you gonna stay in there?
I'm gonna stay in there indefinitely, because I like that place. I like doing business. I have the mezzanine in there as well. I'm better off in my own space. But I like community. You know what I'm saying? I'm better off in my own space. I gotta buy my own building. But I like the community so far, so I'm just doing it like that, and that's it. It's an exchange. You could come, you could take a look, you don't like mine. But don't say you're me. I know the temptation is there when the customer's there going, are you Trax? Yeah, I'm Trax. You're not Trax, man. Don't say you're fucking me. You greedy, retarded bastards, bro. And you think you're going to get away with it. And there's other sneaky bastards, doing sneaky shit. But I let it slide. I let them correct their ways. I don't want to destroy their business. You know what I'm saying? Because then they're going to hurt. And then they're going to cry. So I rather sit here and, lose a little bite than cut them into pieces. And I do that to some of the people, the bribes. And they know who they are. The slobs coming up with a bribe, laughing, thinking you're smart. You're not smarter than me, bro. I see what you're doing. You fucking whatever.
Trax is on Manek as well if you want to go find him. The only thing is on Manek.
Right.
You can't find him under Trax. You got to look up Maksud, MAKSUD. Agajani, Agadjani, and you can ask him any question. Prior to buying anything, I would probably be asking him questions saying, what do you think about this? Just for a second opinion. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.
We can wait for beef patties.
Said we could wait.
You can wait for beef patties.
No, you always take an hour. So I was not. I already knew that. Yeah. All right.
Let the record reflect that State's President, Defense Counsel, and the defendant are all present. We're here for sentencing. Was there anything else that the court needed to address prior to sentencing? All right. So I have considered all of the testimony and evidence, arguments of counsel, applicable case law and statutes. I have prepared a written sentencing order, which I will file contemporaneously with the pronouncement of the sentence here today. I also have copies for the state and defense, which I'll hand out once I conclude. So in the state of Florida versus Wade Stephen Wilson, case number 19 CF 568. The court ruled read aloud the portion of the sentencing order related to the sentencing circumstances and proportionalities. In evaluating the aggravating and mitigating factors, the court does not engage in a mere accounting procedure, but instead makes a reasoned judgment based on the totality of the circumstances. In reaching this decision, the court is mindful that because death is a unique punishment in its finality, its application is reserved only for those cases where the most aggravating and least mitigating circumstances exist. The law never requires the imposition of a death sentence. In this case, the totality of the circumstances indicates the defendant, with premeditation, beat and strangled Christine Melton in her home before stealing her vehicle and driving to meet his girlfriend, Melissa Montanez. After Montanez refused to get into the car with him, the defendant battered her in broad daylight. The defendant told law enforcement, when Ms. Montanez managed to flee from the defendant, he fled the scene and drove back to Cape Coral, where he decided that he would murder another person. He saw Diane Ruiz walking to work and pulled over, pretending to ask for directions. She got into the car to provide directions, but the defendant strangled her when she tried to exit. He then drove to an empty lot, strangling her.
That's new or old?
No, it's yesterday, yeah.
Who is he?
He got sentenced to death. He had a fight with his girlfriend. Yeah, they're saying what he's doing right there, right now.
Into unconsciousness at least one additional time on the way to convictions. She got into the car and provided directions, but the defendant strangled her when she tried to exit. He then drove to an empty lot, strangling her into unconsciousness.
No, he's scared to death. You see his throat go.
He should be. When she tried to flee from the car, he drove over her at least one time, inflicting mortal injuries to her spine, ribs, and neck. The evidence showed that both murders were heinous, atrocious, and cruel, and that the second murder was cold, calculated, and premeditated. The defendant inflicted serious physical and emotional pain to the victims. Moreover, the defendant committed murders while on probation for prior felony convictions, and he committed two first-degree murders contemporaneously with each other, and that was a battery and murder well. There are no statutory mitigating circumstances that were established, but the court considered the non-statutory mitigating circumstances presented by the defendant. Out of 13 enumerated non-statutory mitigating factors, the court found that 10 had been established. Out of those established, 6 were given little weight. The totality of the mitigating circumstances indicates that The defendant suffers from drug use from a young age, along with undiagnosed and untreated mental health issues of some kind. He felt abandoned by his biological parents, but had a devoted family who raised him in a supportive and loving environment. Defendant did not resist law enforcement when arrested and confessed fully to both murders. The court has further considered the giving great weight to the advisory verdict of the jury, who recommended that the death penalty be imposed by a vote of 9-3 on count 1 for the murder of Christine Milton and a vote of 10-2 on count 4 for the murder of Diane Reeves. The court recognizes that there is no mathematical formula for considering the aggravator
Te voy a ayudarlo.
to weigh the number of aggravators against the number of mitigators.
Okay,
The nature and quality of each aggravator and mitigator. Having reviewed all of the aggravating factors proven beyond reasonable doubt, and all of the mitigating circumstances reasonably established by the evidence, the court finds that the aggravating factors
Ten, 19, 22, 25.
How I'm not first type.
Ahora voy a hacer yo en el Senado.
And now we rock here another day, another fit. Another day, another fit. The king of this shit, you heard? Get money, nigga. They man said, boy, money there, nigga. You try to call me for lawyer. You know, what you doing, sir, boy? You working? Watching your ass. No be in here, Bob. Yo, la cerveza aquí no. Aquí no. 850. All right. Sí, voy para allá ahora. Yo, ¿tú sabes que yo puedo dejar encargado del frente? Yo. Oh, ok. Sí, si quieres.
I call him a how, my phone how. Coño.
Placed the console of the
Pone más like, okay? Oh, you here. Ay. Espera, que él estaba buscando su papita. Porque no me moleste el después. Got it? You take for más? How many you take for him? One, two, two and two? Por eso fijado en la house, con el bolita. ¿A cómo son las cervezas?
Vamos a ver si le da algo abajo.
¿A cómo son las cervezas?
1.25.
Yo no voy a hacer que voy a pagar con esta fiesta.
What?
Una tarde de verdad, todita.
¿Todita?
Esta acá.
Tú eres encargado del piso, loco. Es lo que tú digas, tú eres encargado del piso. Yo trabajo para ti.
Qué buena gente. No sabía que estaba aquí. Ahora voy a ver más o menos. Oh, sí. ¿Cuánto tú dijiste? ¿675?
5.75.
Ok, está bien.
Oh, oh.
Cuando el cobre el jueves me cae en el chavo para atrás. Gracias, señor. Gracias, hermano.
What kind of beer is that? You can?
Yeah.
Dime. Sí, levántalo, límpialo, es mejor que lo limpie abajo ahora.
Okay, let's rap about it. Nigga be talking gangs, don't pay ass cap, I doubt it. This an eviction notice. Y'all better move around. Oh, y'all really want smoke? Cool, I'm about to move some pounds. I thought niggas was hustling.
¡Coño! A las 10,
Cabe 2 minutos. ¿Qué
Come on, man. Hit me up. Nigga named Cebolla, man. Let's do this. My son's over here, man. What's good? What's up, Crash Out? Yeah. Another day. We chillin'. Nah, man. Another day, another fit. Y'all see what's going on. Deja que limpie eso rápido que se ve queroso. Dale, dale, rápido. De 5 minutos va a coger. Quiero un huevo de todo. ¿Cómo, pa? Antes que llegue gente. Levanta acá con $2, right. My nigga Savoya in the building. That nigga be working, boy. He put that work in. It's my son right here. Savoya, onion. That nigga be putting that work in. See? Nice. Yeah. See? Right. It's better now. You don't have to do it later. So yeah, man, I put a post up there, but I can't play the music, man. Y'all gonna check my channel out. You see the videos I play. I put that shit from what's homeboy's name? Rap About It. That shit was bugged out right here. I got it from the 05 movement. What's up over here?
Reported that Maduro offered everything in his country, all the natural resources. He even recorded a message to you in English recently, offering mediation. What should we do to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys. Let's go.
Let's start here. If you were to ask some people, historians, lawyers, diplomats, what is not supposed to happen in the modern world, one answer would come up again and again. A sitting president being captured by another country. Not sanctioned, not condemned, not isolated, captured. That word alone breaks expectations because it challenges the idea that the global system still runs on rules instead of power. And yet, here we are. So before we talk about whether this was justified, before we talk about legality, before we talk about morality, we have to answer a simpler, more dangerous question. How did the world arrive at a point where this was even possible? For most of the 20th century, the relationship between the United States and Venezuela was not dramatic. It was not ideological. It was not emotional. It was not confrontational. It was transactional. Venezuela possessed enormous oil reserves. The United States needed energy stability. That relationship produced predictability. The U.S. did not aggressively interfere in Venezuela's internal politics. Venezuela remained economically integrated into the Western system. There were disagreements, but not hostility. And that matters, because it tells us something very important. This conflict was not inevitable. Everything changed in 1999. That was the year when Hugo Chavez became president of Venezuela. Chavez did not quietly assume power. He did not reassure Western institutions. He did not maintain diplomatic ambiguity. He openly rejected U.S. influence. He framed Venezuela as a nation that has been exploited. He positioned sovereignty as resistance. He described American power as imperialism. This was not just...
Is this $1?
Yeah. We're gonna watch that later on. Yeah, free him or else. Nah. This dude right here, he's a cornball.
I swear. Before he went in prison? No, while he was in the pen. What the? How? I'm telling you, bro. I promise you.
Well, I'm not gonna ask him because I want to die, but...
I clicked up. You see that picture of him? Of Luigi with the members in prison.
I see that.
You clicked up some things later on.
January 6th, 06. Down.
Got you,
major label.
Yo, what I do? What should I do?
Yeah, what should I say?
I'm finna drop it.
So Steve's video comes out. Me and Steve.
When I creep, and I'm still you. It's Mr. Beast, you be sucking off the sheets.
That's it. That's what we go.
Yo, that can't do that.
Oh, let me get. How much is this?
$175.
You got anything for 50 cents?
Only this one.
Oh, let me get one.
Yeah. What up?
Me siento un poco mejor, pero me siento débil, todavía estamos en la carrera. Esa pulmonía por poquito me lleva aquí y me trabaja a probar. Me tuvo bien cabrón, ¿viste, man? She knocked me the fuck down, bro. She hit me hard, man. 63, as soon as I hit my 63, bang! Straight to the Zambonavas, man. And yo, I'm gonna put a lawsuit on the doctor from the clinic where I go to. This nigga got me going back and forth every 2 days. And my sister had to call him and where I go to lawsuit, my brother calls again and the hospital, I'm gonna put a lawsuit on him. Well, that nigga's scared.
Ah, man, this dude is corny, man. Telling me about his life. I don't care about you. Telling me about his life. I'm not even answering, responding. The dude that just came to the counter. These dudes got nothing else to do, man. They talking to me about their bullshit story, their life. I'm not even responding. Cornball. Keep it moving, homie. You talking about you got pneumonia and all type of dumb shit. I don't care. Yo, locked up abroad. Yo, you know what's bugged out? This show right here. 1,000 Ways to Die. I don't know if y'all peeped it. This shit right here is crazy. Hell yeah. Let me see what I got over here. Which one's over? What season I got that I bought already? Yo, this shit right here is crazy. His son, he came with $12. I told him $4.99. He gave me $12. I give him like his money.
Who, my kid?
Yeah, he overpaid me.
I care. You don't pay attention.
Right.
You should have kept it and just gave it to me.
Yeah.
And learn.
Alright.
I'm trying to teach you, like, be aware. You
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes I can't.
$3.50. This show right here is crazy. 1,000 Ways to Die.
Why not? And we'll wrap it up with a duel.
1,000 Ways to Die. Yeah, this shit right here.
And you know, they're bringing back Fear Factor. You saw that? Yeah, I forgot who posted it. Johnny Knoxville? Yeah, the dude from Jackass.
Oh.
hosting it now. I'm a little excited. Right.
Get a big stomachache. Pyromaniacs are always fun. A drug-dealing ice cream man? Why not? And we'll wrap it up with a duel and a Greek tragedy. What do we call it? The next episode of 1,000 Ways
But you
to...
played that on YouTube?
Yeah, I bought the episode.
Oh, okay.
And are extremely graphic.
All right.
Names have been changed to protect the identities of the deceased. Do not attempt to try any of these actions. You will die.
Most of us try to avoid it. Others fight a new war against germs, toxins, injury, illness, and catastrophe. There's a lot of ways to wind up dead. The fact that we survive it all is a miracle.
No, that's a force.
Because every day we live, we face ways to die.
Huh? No.
There's no vastness my love cannot
It takes talent and dedication to become a good actor.
Supposed to have rehearsal an hour ago.
Punchy the pirate here had neither. He didn't need it.
Wrong. Rehearsal starts when I get here. And if you don't like it, you could go out and buy your own theater.
Was a dot-com billionaire, 37 and retired.
Bring the rig. It's time for me to fly.
He kept himself amused by starring in his own productions.
Deep down, this person knows that they would never win the role, so they have to buy this role. Narcissists tend to reject objective measures about themselves and the world around them. They're drawn to acting. They're seeking validation.
Franklin actually believed his acting career could take off. But first, he had to achieve liftoff. The harness was set up to hold 180 pounds. Funky Pan tipped the scale at 225.
This is a heavy fellow. You put a lot of load onto the cable and it snapped frayed through. You've got a whole system that's racing through itself to try and catch up even on its velocity. The cable's coming at you like a whip, and now it's got meat hooks on it. That's a scenario for death.
The cut cable whipped through the air at 700 miles per hour, slicing clean through his jugular. Franklin bled out before the stagehands could cut him down. There's a lesson here, kids.
It's time for me to fly.
Money isn't everything. Having enough common sense to not make yourself the star of your own show and fly around until you kill yourself. Priceless. Tina and Sasha are Russian prostitutes who work for a nasty pimp named Dmitri.
All right, what's up, guys? My man.
No matter the country you work in, the pimp game is always the same.
Well, the nature of a pimp is to get money. Bottom line is dollar sign. So we wake up thinking about sending a whole lot of dough to get some up. Here in America, where a woman chooses to be with us, she can come and go at will. As opposed to Russia, I think it's more of a forced type of situation.
It was Sasha's turn to get her job on. But before Dmitri could get in the car, Moscow's history came down. Dmitri had just fallen victim to a cloud seeding experiment gone bad.
Cloud seeding is pursued an agency to alter the common
common substances used are dry ice and silver iodide. Causes the liquid water to freeze on contact.
Russia was in the midst of a terrible drought. The government was so desperate for rain, they tried a new technique by throwing bags of quick-dry cement into the mix. The idea was it would help the bonding process in forming ice crystals. The experiment was a failure. Houses, cars, and Dimitri's skull got pounded to a pulp by chunks of concrete instead of rain. Dimitri's strange and improbable death proved one thing. Even in Moscow, there's trudno для сутеньора. Coming up, gangbanger makes a bang, and a drug-dealing ice cream man has a meltdown.
Right. Ahorita.
Gangbanging in Albuquerque is no joke. As a gateway town for illegals,
Come on, wake up!
the level of criminal violence.
Let's go, we gotta get him to a doctor, man.
The only one these cholos could take it to.
I'ma holler at y'all tomorrow, man. I'll talk to you, Crash. Thanks for my man. Yes, sir.